Did you know that 71% of the people that watch Matthew Kelly's videos are not subscribers? That makes no sense. We need to change that. Subscribe today. Hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and turn on those notifications so you never miss out on another great video ever again.
When I was a kid, a teenager, I used to work after school in a pharmacy. I used to ride around on my bike and deliver packages to, people mostly old people who couldn't get out of their home. The pharmacist was a great mentor of mine. When I got to work after school, he used to send me, first thing he used to ask me to do was go and get 2 chocolate milkshakes, and one for him, one for me, and we'd stand in the back of the pharmacy and he'd just talk to me about life. And a big part of it was he would ask me questions. Great teachers, great mentors, great leaders, great coaches, they're really good at asking questions, at posing questions and then allowing the student to wrestle with the question, to struggle with the question, to work their way through the question. And by wrestling with questions like that, they become our own. The answers become our own. In our lives and in our spiritual journeys, there's so many questions that pop up, but there are constantly 2 questions that are wrestling in each and every single one of our hearts. And those 2 questions are, what do I want? And what does God want? Life is not about getting what you want. I think we live in a culture that says the meaning of life is to get what you want. And when you get what you want, then you'll be happy. And so we chase that. We chase what we want because we're created for happiness. God created us for happiness. When the world says the meaning of life is to get what you want, and when you get what you want, then you'll be happy, we think, okay, when I get what I want, I'll be happy. When I get what I want, I'll be fulfilled. I'll be satisfied. I won't feel so empty inside. And so we do chase what we want. But at some point, we do realize life's not about getting what you want. And if you really reflect upon it, there's so many times in your life where you got what you wanted and it didn't actually make you happy. It got what you wanted, but it didn't last. When we're little kids, we think, wow, if I get that bike, I will be happy forever. But we get the little bike and it fades, right? 2 days later or a week later, we want something else. Life's not about getting what you want. And the sooner we work that out, the better. And if we explore the question, what does God want? Which freaks us out sometimes, right? It's a scary question, for selfish people. And we tend to be pretty selfish a lot of the time. And so when we really think about the question, okay, what does God want? It can be a frightening reality. But once we get beyond that initial fear and we go deep into the question, what we realize is that we want, deep down, we want what God wants. And that's what the saints worked out, right? They worked out, wow, what God wants for me is so much greater than anything I could ever want for myself. I'm going to start wanting for me what God wants for me. And that's the transformation of a saintly life, is when we realize, hey, God's got a better plan. God wants better things for me than I even want for myself. I'm going to start chasing this question, what does God want?